Alright guys, what is up? Here in another game between Voidtrain and Badbraz. This should be an interesting game. Wow, okay. We just got in the game and we already see Badbraz blowing up this Bone Circle Archmage. Not only do we see the Shimmering Flower on it, meaning that it cannot use its Bone Prison or the Hex, but secondly, we have that Seismic Leap with Tremor going off, dealing 16 damage. It'll deal another 8 for 24 damage in all soon, plus the physical damage actually. So look, in one turn, it will have dealt so much damage. It will die actually, dead here, isn't it? With the Skystorm Spear actually. So yeah, this was a instant kill on the Archmage. Not a bad idea. Yeah, Shimmering Flower, generally you're pretty sad playing equipments on champions, on enemy champions, because you really can just take that Nora cost away from them. Like I've said a few times, like Archmage by itself, 75 more. You put the Shimmering Flower on it, all of a sudden it's a 50 Nora champion, right? Well, you're kind of okay with having a 50 Nora champion that really just tanks. But Archmage is one of those champions, just like the Ice Snap, right? Where it has more value than its Nora cost really should be, right? The Nora cost of Ice Snap, for example, it should really be in the 80s and the 90s. And I believe that the Archmage should also maybe be a little bit higher, maybe 73, 70, or sorry, 78 maybe, so 3 Nora more. So you're actually okay with killing the champion while using the Shimmering Flower. So very well, good kill, I mean, not very well done. I guess very well done as well, but very good kill by Badbraz. And we will see now if Voidtrain can actually get into this font to contest. It doesn't seem like he can. We saw Badbraz block this passage away, or off, block passage off. So we'll have to see now. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, so now in the Discord, I'm in the recording Discord. So if anybody joins me, we'll see if they want to chat and watch the game with me. But for now, we'll just watch this game alone, and that is completely fine. Alrighty then. So let's just bring this down. We saw what happened anyway, so. Border guard here. Such a strong champion, really. Just like in all ways, this champion. It can literally work as 3 different positions. You can have this work as a tank. You can have it work as a font runner, as a rusher, as a disruptor. Like it even does an okay amount of damage. Like it's 7 speed. You have 2 ways of giving the enemy lumbering, or at least slowed in lumbering. You're tanky because of that 4 defense, as well as being able to take root if you need to. And you have magical damage. You have 1-2 range. Like this champion is just so strong in so many ways. Like I really like Badbraz's battle group. It's so interesting, actually. Alright, so we do have flying on the strategist, which is kind of interesting because of the gift spare wings. So it is 3 champions versus 4. Reason being that we have no deployment by Badbraz at the moment. He plays a lot of pretty expensive champions. So we have 72, 70. It's actually okay. 62, 75, 72. And there we go. There's a 62 again. So Badbraz is one of those people kind of like Oxkill, where they've made their own style and their own battle group, really, where they've both just like played a battle group so often that it's not really meta, because these aren't the best champions in KF, really, right? These aren't the best of the best. For example, Mind Layer by no means is it bad, right? I mean, being able to deploy a relic that costs by itself like 20 Nora, really great, knockback, trap, whatever, Torton. It's a strong champion, but it's 5 speed as well. It can only attack for 4 AP. So by no means is it bad, but it's also not exactly meta in KF. And that's what's so interesting about both Badbraz as well as Oxkill, is they just play their own champions that they think are like, hey, these are pretty good. And you're like, you know what? They aren't bad. So definitely their battle groups, and this is more of an aggressive battle group by Badbraz, is really not bad. It's definitely top tier. I would put it not tier 0 or even tier 1, but maybe tier like 1.25, 1.5, something like that. It's not a bad battle group, and I find it pretty interesting to watch just because it is a bit different. Alright. He's retreating. What was that? That was the the Withering Fern on the Korogs. That's going to remove the defense, deal some damage over time. Not a horrible champion to put it on, just because Korog does stay alive pretty long because of the bold. So generally you want to put that on a champion. You want to put this on a champion that, one, So this really serves two purposes, right? First of all, this way the Korog cannot put any equipment on it. And second of all, the minus defense, right? And then the HP. The real main thing is that you can't really put any equipment on it. Now, does Forsaken Waste generally play a lot of equipment? Well, they have the Bone Circle Arc Staff, really, or the circle, whatever the staff is, which is for equipment. They have the Reaver's Blade. They have the whatever the mace is called, and then they have Reaper's Blade. Reaper's Blade, and then the I forgot the relic. The thing that gives that cleanses and does defiled. So those are the big things that you'd really see. And you know what? I don't know if you're too happy about this. I don't know how expensive this equipment is. If it's 20 Nora, I'm okay with it. Making this champion to 68 Nora, but still causing these effects is pretty good. But you know how I am with equipment. I'm always like, you know what? If you're playing an equipment on my champion, then you're really reducing its Nora cost by 30 Nora. I'm completely fine with that. I'll use my Nora to deploy more. Okay, so there's the Skystorm Spear on this knight. This is is it a knight? Is it Rangers? Knight or Ranger, there you go. Gets 2 damage and the Lightning Skewer. So we had 15 damage. 15 damage plus that Initiator means at a 0 defense, he's doing 19 damage, right? So he'll do 20 damage to the Korogs. Korog or Korogs? No, Korog. Alright, so this is going to be doing 14 damage versus Korog. Now... Okay, there you go. Also very well done. He plays that relic, meaning there's that knockback. Now, it doesn't put Korog onto the lava, though. It just moves him away. But that did deal damage to 3 champions, right? That dealt 12, 12, 12. So really well done, actually. 12 fire, 12 fire, 12 fire. Nicely done. Also kind of gets that distracted going just to remove that disease breath, for example. And there you go with the tremor. So you got a lot of knockback things here. We have the relic, the mine, and then we have the mine layer that plays the mines. We have this guy who's jumping around. He's gonna close to die. He won't die to it, but very close to it. Taking 8 fire damage. And that's what I was saying about Badbraz. When you see an aggressive battle group, what you can really, what you can, sorry, I was looking at the chat. What you can, we can not pinpoint, but we can say is, hey, what's a battle group that's, damaged, what's aggressive? And that's when they rather play, oh, he actually does die. When they rather play equipment or relics or or spells instead of deploying champions. That's how you know the battle group is aggressive. And right now, Badbraz has been playing a lot of equipment, a lot of spells and relics. So, but he's dealt so much damage, right? He dealt really well with the Korog, right? Because not only does he killed the Korog, but he also dealt another 16 damage because of the lava onto the zombies. And there's my phone. Alright, what was that? I wasn't paying attention. Look at my phone, I got a text. Alright, another 8 fire damage. Nice. I don't know how, but awesome. Was another landmine? Yeah, so the Torton landmine guy put one behind him. So he moved forwards and then went backwards and took another 19 damage. Man, this knockback battle group in a map with lava is just insane. All these guys are just dying. He can just attack this guy, right? There's no match resistance. Yeah. So both zombies die. He really just dealt with Korog completely, instantly. Korog, generally, you have such a hard time dealing with because of these 2 deploys. But no, he just kills them basically for free. He dealt 16 damage to the Wandering because he goes in the lava. He can actually move up 1 just to, keep him from... does he double tap here? He's not dead. It's 28 damage. Yeah, no. He needs another 10 at least. Actually needs more because of the defense. But the Torton landmine could actually move up 1 just to cause the Wandering Zombie to be stuck on the lava. Yeah, we should have equipped that first. A bit of a misplay, but whatever. Yeah, Rejuve Ring. Like I said, this is the one champion, the Apocal Sage, the one champion that I don't like in Badbraz's bad group. If he didn't have the champion, I would say this is like extremely strong. But this champion, just to me at least, seems so inefficient. Oh, this is headless already? Oh, it is. Like 81 Nora to cause the divine favor and balance, and then just use it in 5 turns. Just seems so bad to me. I don't know. All right, so again, this is what happens, especially versus Forsaken Waste. He's not deploying. He's getting really good kills, but he's still not deploying, right? So it's 5 champions versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as well as these 2 summons coming out. I mean, I don't know if you count these as summons or not, but whatever. So he really needs to keep the strategies alive now. What I do assume... what I do assume, though, is first of all, there's a few things here. First of all, the Lich is getting damage from that Vengeful when the champions die. But secondly, the Elven Strategist is low. But on the other hand, we might see an Escape Magic, right? If there is Escape Magic on this Elven Strategist, then he is a bit more safe. Especially, generally, when Badbraz does play the Rejuvenation Ring, he does also play the Escape Magic on the champion that he plays the Rejuve Ring, right? Because he wants to keep him alive. And then he's stealth and he's over here and heals for another 9. So you come back with like 21, 23 Nora, or sorry, HP, and you're like, ah, okay, he's back up to, free. Right? He gets both Nora Globes. Yeah, he can definitely, he deployed once already. He deployed the Mind Layer, but it's 2 fonts to 2 fonts, the only strong, and there's another one. Yeah, okay. He heals for, what was that, Looked like... Heals for 8. But then healed them for 3? Healed 8 and then 3. Interesting. Does it really heal for 11? This heals for 8? Oh yeah, okay, it is 11. Not bad. I don't know, though. Like, getting this off is so bad. Like, why not just play the one angel that gives Divine Favor and then, like, Invigorate and heal champion? Hold up, let me go look what it's called. It's like one of the oldest runes, and it has Divine Favor rank 3, and it's like 72 Nora. And yeah, it's also flying, first of all. It's not ranged, but it has like good stats. And if you want Divine Favor for the 12 healing, do that. But do you really need 3 damage and 81 Nora? And like 9 damage? I don't know, dude. Let me go check out what the Divine Favor one called. Like, if you want Divine Favor, play Divine Favor. Do you really need 2 champions that cost 81 Nora with like these stats? All right, hold up. What the heck was that called? I know it's an angel, though. I can look up by angel. Avenging Angel? Was that it? Yeah, okay, look. Avenging Angel, Divine Favor rank 3, which is 12 HP, is, and let's just say Invigorate rank, or sorry, Heal rank 2. Or we can do, yeah, rank 2. So that puts him at 77. So 77 for Avenging Angel versus 81. You have Divine rank 3, Divine Healing rank 3, and you have 12 damage. You'll have 7 speed in overall with KF, and then you have Fearless, 44 HP. Like, you can just be a tank that also heals, You're also flying. You really need a Poco Sage that does no damage. And just like, I guess the one thing is, if you do get the time bend off, you're totally worth it. Like, if you get time bend off, the champion is strong. But I so rarely see time bend off, because you know why? Because the champion, you only want to play a Poco Sage like mid or late game when you can get value out of the Divine Favor and balance. But mid-late game, do you ever have time to play time bend? To just have one of your champions disappear like that and do nothing? I don't know. I don't think so. Well, I'll stop raging. I just, whenever I'm playing against Badbraz and I'm winning, and then he plays this guy, or when he's losing, sorry, when I'm losing and he plays this, I'm like, oh, I guess I can win. Like, I just don't figure it ever. I don't know. Either way, what the heck? I've not been watching the the game. What's been happening? Why is he at 5 health? Oh, he killed Sirkin somehow. What the fuck? Border guard. Took 6? How did he die? How did Sirkin die? Holy cow. 16 fire by the... Oh, God, okay. 32 damage from the Spine Hawk. Crazy. Oh, he's so close to dead. Oh. Wait. Oh, he's almost in the font. Wooden scales. I don't even see a wooden scales, though. Where's the wooden scales? It's not here. Wait, what? It says there's a wooden scales here, but I don't... Am I tripping? It's on this one. I am so confused, guys. Does one of these champions have wooden skills ability of some sort that I don't know about? Is it in his map? Do you guys see it? I don't see the wooden scales relic. Am I dumb? It's usually behind the font. It also might just be not showing. And because of like a bug. But I just don't see it. Oh, this stayed. Oh, okay, it's in here somewhere. Dude, I have no idea. Alright, guys. Literally, I'm clicking everywhere here. No, it's not there. I don't know why it says wooden scales. I don't see it. That's weird. Very weird. On the font. Not yet, at least. Well, we have Markov in the game now. Or watching, at least. Alright, that was the Dark Favor, or what? Yeah, Dark Favor.
I'll stay quiet for a little bit in meeting, but after this I can play some games.
Alright, sounds good. I'm watching Voidtrain versus Badbraz. And it's weird because it says he has a wooden it says he has a wooden scales on the map, but I do not see it. I'm not sure if I'm tripping or if it's invisible. But I do not see wooden scales on the map. It's weird.
I do know Badbraz usually hides it behind his shrine, but
I know, but it's
I don't
there.
see him. Yeah, I don't see him.
And I just I found it. Oh, it's right there.
Wait, where did he hide it?
It's behind the shield.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go, guys. There it is. I clicked all around here like 10 times, and I just didn't click it apparently. Well, there you go. There's the wooden skills, guys. Anyway, anyhoozle. So the time bend should be kind of coming off soon, which means he will get the healing again on his Spine Hawk, on his Torrent Mine Layer, and such. But we do have the Undead Sage kind of ramping up just a little bit. But on the other hand, we have no Vengeful, so I do believe that Badbraz is still winning it. But to really take advantage of his win and really to win it out, he needs to get that bottom font. He needs to be able to, you know, get a bigger advantage than just champions. Or cause like versus Forsaken Waste, you don't win that way. You need to gain map advantage. You can't just keep deploying. All right, so there's the one time bend, meaning Divine Favor will go off as well as the balance. Doesn't have the kill though on the Wandering, even with the balance coming out. He needs another 4 damage to have balance kill. Also, it's gonna want to get out of range of the grabby hands. Grabby hands. Oh, there's another one. Now we have an 8-speed Gnarlwood Border Guard. Sexy, sexy. Has it really been so long that I can play the second one? Like, didn't you already play that at one point? Crazy. Also, the the Death Pact is actually going to do a lot of damage to this Border Guard. We'll deal with what, like 30 HP? There you go. How much is that? 27 HP. Oh, that was an Essence Drain, wasn't it? Yeah. Essence Drain into Death Pact, dealing 27 and then 14. So, yeah, he's dead. Right? Yeah, he's dead. So, gonna take another 3 damage from the disease. That will get the kill. But again, Badbraz, or sorry, yeah, no, Voidtrain. Sorry, Voidtrain will not be getting the font. He won't even be getting the Norglobe just yet. But what that did do, or what it did cause, is a oh, is he alive? He's alive with 1 HP actually. The Gnarlwood is alive with 1 HP. So what we could see is, for example, again, the escape magic plus the rejuvenation ring. Or you just kill, maybe just try to kill the broken bones, however he feels like. Like, you could play the mine and then attack the broken bones once. That would actually probably kill both. There is no vengeful champion out, like I was saying. So, again, both are kind of in an impasse. I believe the second Apocalypse Sage can use its Time Bend soonish. So that's, again, a bit of a buff for him. At least it'll give him some HP. As SP, I would just deploy instead of, you know, trying to save my Border Guard with an escape magic. But alright, there's the kill on the Wandering. And the what's it called? Tome of Hate. Is it Tome of Hate? Yeah, right? Yeah, Tome of Hate. Alright, so there's that, dealing 888. Yeah, so there's the kill on the Broken Bones. He will die to the lava. Also dealing some damage to the Undead Sage. Did that actually do damage? I thought it did. Oh no, Bazaar. It did damage to the Bazaar, actually. My bad. So, once the Gnarlwood dies, that does mean the Norglobe will go over to Voidtrain. But he is able to deal with his Broken Bones quite nicely. Again, also there might be another mine. Here, summon landmine here somewhere in the font, meaning that the Blood Phoenix cannot get into it. And we now see 4 champions. So we have 2 Apocalypse Sages, 1 Mind Layer, and 1 Bliss the Muse that are all coming to finally support this mid font. They've all been kind of delayed by the, you know, Forsaken Waste onslaught, where they've just kind of been slowed in the back, but they're finally going to start moving to that front line, to that middle, and maybe start pushing. Right now we have 2 champions out for Voidtrain, while we only have, you know, way more for Badbraz. So you can probably start taking the advantage now. There's the landmine, or sorry, the trap boulder, the late trap. And I don't really even see it killing the Mind Layer. Like, even killing this one champion is gonna have a hard time. This is a 4 defense Torrent Mind Layer. Alright, so the Korog comes out, but like we saw before, not sure this is the best idea just because of that knockback damage. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what he could do here to win. I don't think there is anything. Unstoppable champions wouldn't be horrible, but the only really good unstoppable champion I know from from Forsaken Waste is that zombie, right? With the drain. What's the zombie called? Undead Cyclops, something like that. And that has unstoppable and 8 speed, and it's tanky, but it's a 2x2 champion, which doesn't have the best of times on this middle font. I mean, it is like I said, unstoppable, so it won't be able to be knocked back into lava, but just getting around this middle font can be annoying, potentially. Alright, so Bliss gonna move up, you know, Apocalypse Sage is moving up. They're all at 10 AP. They have tons of AP for next turn to do things. The Reborn is up, though, so Rebirth will happen, meaning the Blood Phoenix will come out again. But even the Zulo is starting to take damage, for example, here with the, or from the Reticulated, or a Spline Clock. Spline Cock? No. And what we actually see here is that Mind Layer. It's kind of an interesting idea to retreat with your Mind Layers just because you have healing from the Sages when the Time Bend comes out. Not sure if that's really the idea you want to go with, but like, I don't know. The reason I'm saying this is because the Badbraz battle group is kind of aggressive. So I'm not sure if you really want to, you know, keep your champions back for later, but whatever. Yeah, there we see the time bend. He will come back next turn. That will be a heal for 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 healing going to come out on that mine layer soon, or on both mine layers, as well as the sages and whatnot. Yeah. And remember, this wooden scale is actually really countering void training a bit, because there's 2 now, so we now have 2 wooden scales. Oh, nicely done, dealing what, 22 damage on these Ulos. Is that instantly usable? No, right? It does cost AP, right? I'm not sure. But what was I saying is the double wooden scales is actually kind of a late game relic in a way, where it doesn't even, like, you know, ramp up anything, but it just causes your enemy to play after your style. You can just keep playing relics, equipments, that kind of thing, and your enemy is just forced to constantly not use those unless they want to give you the advantage. So you're really just causing a large chunk of their battle group to be useless, or if not useless, at least have a detrimental effect. So I do believe the wooden scales is kind of a late game equipment, or sorry, relic. It just gives you an advantage. For the later the game goes, the better you'll do. Like, it's just, once you play it, like, it costs 20 Nora up front, but it just secures you. All right, so there's the healing that came out. Wow, okay, so Divine Favor was reduced by the Skull Decay there, though. So that was a heal for 4, and then a heal for 1. So 5 healing overall, but it did deal the full damage, I believe. As well as healing Bliss. Bliss did heal for more because of the Enlightened, but whatever. Really, like I said, the one thing that Badbraz really has to do to make sure this game is a win, and like a complete win, is get the font. If it gets the enemy font, and it's... Alright, nice nice Storm Spear, though. Look at that damage, holy cow. 12, 12, 16, 16. Not bad. I mean, we know he only plays equipments and relics, so he doesn't have to be afraid of a spell here coming out or anything. But lining up like that was pretty dumb. Just because generally everybody kind of knows what Badbraz's battle group is, which is kind of interesting. You don't have this too often, but the same goes for Markoth, really. All right, GG. But yeah, I was going to say, the same battle group or like theme or idea goes with Markoth's battle group too, where he plays the exact same one with the Thunder guy, the guy on the horse, so that no matter what, you kind of know what's coming for you. Was it?
Charger Knight.
Charger Knight. So you kind of, what's interesting is you're able to counter exactly the enemy battle group because you know what's coming. But anyway, GG, Badbraz wins.